The next thing I will do is for Asiatics, or shit, can't think of the name. Anyway, looks. You can see where underneath the switch, it's got gaps, and you can leave gaps right there. But the best way to do it is have it look flush mount. And in order to do that, what I will do is whip me up a little bit of this JB Weld right here. I will put it on the bottom of this switch. This excuse me, this. Damn it. I'll put it on the bottom of this switch now, which is a light, and I will put this, drop it back into the headpiece and smooth the black all the way around it. And I may even paint it, but it'll really make a difference as far as it'll look like it's blended in. And remember, if you're going to do a project, make it look clean, professional, and dangerous. And that's by paying attention to the details. Now if we look over here on the next thing that I'm going to do, so you can see I've used the muffler black here. I have put this switch on here, and this switch will control the electric fuel pump direct to the battery. It will control, and it will be lighted. But as you can see on this switch right here, and it's going to fit really nice right here, but it has gaps too, right here and all around it. On the bottom here, these gaps are used for water. But all I need to do is on this left-hand side here and on the top, put a little bit of the black quick weld on it, smooth it out like a body man would do, and if I want, I can just paint over it with my bumper black if I want. It just depends. But in doing these little tiny things, it really just helps and makes sense. Then I may glue in my 2 gauges here, our amp on the right side here, and the cylinder head on the left side. The cylinder head only requires electricity for the light, since the rest of it works off mechanical, and the ammeter will be run directly off this switch right here, goes directly to the battery. And that's where I'm at so far. I've taken all of my little lights and everything, I put neat little female and male ends on them so I can take them apart if I want to. There's nothing like having one of these little projects where you're going down the road and you've got a little light for something like, I don't know, like right here. You can see the light. You got the switch on, but the light goes out, so you can't tell. You got to take it all the way apart and find out that it's probably a loose connection, which wasted 6 hours of time for nothing. So now I'm going to put all this together. This is going to be a log for my son or anyone else out there that wants to do the job right. This cylinder head temperature is held in by 2 brass clamps right here and this deal, which is held in pretty good. This one was about $15, is held in by a screw-on deal, which is it works pretty good as long as your hole for the cutout is absolutely perfect. It can't be any bigger or wider or anything. So that's where I'm at right now. After I get done with this little project, then I'm going to put on the final fitting of the racing throttle and the racing throttle turn signals and other wiring for that. So I'll do this, and we'll see just how well it's going to look. And this is for this year for my racing season. And remember, all these parts are 20, 23 years old, so I'm just like that old guy in Building a Faster Indian. And I want to tell you, that is just an absolute excellent movie about this Australian guys that built this old Indian. And that's one more thing. I'd like to leave a note for Wesley Tarbuck, great painter over in Australia, who was saying he had one of these stools that he uses for his business. And the neat thing about this stool, I want to point out, if you're a painter, it has these very wide, flat legs with caps on them. Now you say to yourself, "Oh, what's the big deal?" The thing is that most of the time you're working outside in somebody's garden against somebody's house, if you have very thin legs, like right down here, like most stools have, they'll sink right in and you'll fall right over. But this one at a Home Depot is just brilliant for painting, especially outside, easy to carry, and that's just another tip of the day. Thanks, Wesley. Mate. Oi, oi, oi. Whatever the hell that means.